Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of TRBCollectibles. My name's Tom and I will be your guide through this estate sale. Now, we've been to a lot of estate sales together, but this one, just like some others, we're traveling back in time, but specifically back to the 1970s. It really hasn't changed much in this house, and primary colors in this house are dark brown, dark orange, and a mustard yellow. You'll see common threads throughout this entire home as we go through it, as we step back into this 1970s home. It feels almost as though we've walked onto a movie set, and this is straight out of television from the 1970s. Look at those couches. All of the furniture, the wood paneling on the walls, even the stuff that decorates the table, and some of the other pieces of furniture. It just hasn't changed. Welcome to part 1 of Rate the Restroom with Tom. Now, this restroom was rather unique. The coloring on the tile was different than I've seen before. It was more of a darker green, and the floor was really neat. It looked like fish scaling based on the different colors. So based off of our rating system, and it also being clean, out of 10, I'd give it a 7.5. Stay tuned because there's going to be a part 2 to this series a little bit later on. Now, did you think just because it was the 1970s estate sale that we wouldn't find something creepy? Because I did. I found this very creepy bunny. Whew. I don't want to walk into a dark room and see this thing. Now, if you thought it was a Halloween decoration, it's not. It's for Easter. Alright, so this is more of a curiosity question. For those of you that grew up with wood paneling walls, like these, when you had to hang something and you put a little nail through the wood, and you had to move that picture and there was a little hole there, did you patch over the hole or just put a new picture? Or did you just leave your walls blank and you just had paneling everywhere? Let me know in the comments down below what you or your parents or grandparents used to do. So there's not too much on this table, but you have to make do with what you have. I noticed a lot of these cassettes and VHS tapes were brand new. You'd think to yourself, people still watch VHS tapes and listen to cassettes? Yes, and they also collect them. Preferably they like them brand new and they hold more value in that. Luckily, a lot of these cassettes and VHS tapes were new, so I did look some of them up. None of them were worth it, but it always doesn't hurt to look. You might learn something new. When I first started scanning VHS tapes, I learned that the horror genre did really well, even used, depending on what you find. So always scan, because you might not know. Raise your hand if you currently have, your parents had, or your grandparents had a china cabinet in their home, where you got to look at the plates and the cups and the saucers and the forks all year round and they never used them. It's interesting. I don't think people still give these as wedding gifts any longer, but it was fun to see this one. Let me know in the comments down below if your parents, grandparents, or yourself still have these. Now, the color theme of the 70s has followed us all the way through this estate sale, from the brown paneling walls to the deep orange backsplash of the upstairs kitchen to the beautiful mustard yellow appliances in this kitchen. Can you imagine walking into Sears long ago and saying, I would like matching appliances? From my refrigerator to my oven to my dishwasher, and I need them all to be mustard yellow, and also my countertops. It was a different time, but it does go to show you that these appliances have stood the test of time because they all still function. Hey, you got your money's worth when you bought these things, but the color was questionable. Welcome back to Rate the Restroom Part 2 with Tom. I'm gonna call this the bubblegum pink bathroom. From the pink sink to the tiling that surrounded the entire bathroom, we have our reflective wallpaper. They even got pink roses for their window curtain. Over to the left, if you look down, the tub is even pink. Over to the right, we have our toilet. The tank, the seat cover, the floor, they all have matching covers. Then we head into the closet on the left-hand side, and lo and behold, it is large enough to hold every single towel imaginable that you would ever want to buy in your lifetime. Not only did they do this, they went down into the grout when they were finishing the tub, and they mixed in pink dye to give you pink grout. That is detail. That is very, very vintage. Out of 10, that bathroom would get a 10. One cool thing I saw about this chest was that it had its on-floor advertisements on it still. Normally these are removed after the sale, but usually furniture stores leave them on to tell you a little bit more about the piece. I just found it cool that it was still there. Most people remove it. If you're ever looking to move and or upgrade your furniture and need new ones, or really decent ones, estate sales are the route to go. You can actually get a really decent deal on day 3 because they just don't want to deal with a heavy piece of furniture, and you get a great quality piece. Always be on the lookout. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's episode, please be sure to click that like button. And if you have some extra time, be sure to check out some of these other episodes. Thanks!